Hey guys, it's Iggy here, and I got a flash on my camera because I'm doing a showcase on my Five Nights at Freddy's action figures. Also, one of my latest birthday presents arrived, which is Vandal Millennium Falcon. Probably seen that video. Here it is. Decal to be glued on because it's a pain in the arse, but anything that broke off is going to get painted. Our little figures still. We've got them all in a chronological order of all the games released. So first we have Freddy Fazbear. Unfortunately his thumb broke. He will be getting updated soon with silver joints and kneecaps. Next we have is Foxy. Also they'll be getting shoulder caps as well, just like the Funko figures. This is Foxy here. Unfortunately some of the silver paint is scraped away in his torso. He still has his ab crunch though. As you can see here, this is Foxy. We will look at them more individually in a minute. This is Mangle, standing up. This is Withered Bonnie, and you probably saw Springtrap, the first, and the original. Then we've got Nightmare Fredbear. Not the best, but still a good one. And of course, uses nails for the teeth, there and there. So let's take a look at these guys individually. Okay, so just like the games, I've turned the Virgin light off just so we can see a bit better. Also, so that the light focuses better on the figures. So here we have our first one, Freddy. As you can see, this is not a review, it's just a showcase. He comes with an accessory. As you probably have seen, his thumb broke off many times. Where's that mic? There it is. It just fits into his hand. It doesn't hold like super friction tight. Oh, got to lock in a bit there. So you can sing. This hand doesn't move at all. It's completely frozen because the glue broke. Because unfortunately the glue broke the joint. So this hand is stuck in position, but the rest of it still moves. Not the best lightness. I think he's all right actually. It's not easy to sculpt these things. If I could, I'd just buy the Funko figures, rip the heads off, and stick them on these. I probably might end up doing that. I don't know. And then again, the Funko figures aren't like the world's best. Might give him a nose because his nose is a bit, well, shit. So I might still keep his best now, but put an actual nose on. Maybe clean that up a bit there. These guys could do with being updated a bit. That's Freddy. And next we have is the fan favourite Foxy, who's quite glossy actually. He has actual individual teeth. He doesn't have as many as the actual in-game model does, but it would be impossible to get all them teeth in. There's a bit of paint bleeding there. Could do with neatening it up a bit. Some paint worn off there on the ear. These ears will break off constantly. I remember one of my other videos, the ears broke off. He still rotates. And unlike the Funko figure, the hand does not fall off. But this elbow does sometimes. He still has his ab crunch ability, as there is a little two shape right there that this just kind of slots into, enabling him to get into really hunched over, menacing positions like that. So that's pretty cool. That's unique to him. Also, he has his rotating hook, which is cool. Oh, and I popped his elbow off. It does clip into place. That's him. Next we have is one of the toy figures who constantly falls apart, and this joint is very loose on it. I'm going to fix this all up at some point. This is Mangle, my Mangle figure. I'm going to think of tightening these joints at some point. Maybe would this work? Not really. It's not really worked, unfortunately. I'm going to sort these joints out again. Hopefully if I can get some replacement joints, these will be sorted out and improved. There's Mangle. I think Mangle has the best head sculpt and lightness. Again, she's mostly wrecked, so you know. This is the second one built. Has a spare hand here. If it's about took two mannequins to make, yeah, 2 or 3 roughly, probably 2. So that's Mangle. Also, it does have the bow tie. In my actual review, it didn't have that, but I added that on later. This hand does not move, it's just stationary. May stick a joint there. Next one we have is Withered Bonnie. And he's pretty cool. Got some specks paint that came off, which is not good. His bow tie and his buttons are painted on rather than sculpted on. He's an older figure. He's, you know, mostly got his ball jointed head and all that, and his teeth are sort of individually painted, except for that second row there, but that'll be impossible. I may be able to do those if I have a toothpick. I don't know. He has some black marks on him as well from kind of giving him a weathered look, so that's him. The piece he's just turned on. I'll save the best for last, the first one. And then from the fourth game, we have Nightmare Fredbear. I'll just give him a sec to... There we go. As you can see, his teeth are white. He has a nose. He's not the best likeness. He's probably the worst likeness, but I tried my best, you know. He's not as fat as the in-game version. He's actually quite skinny, like he's been to the gym and buffed himself a bit. So, you know, nods to that. And these are actual nails with the heads clipped off and glued in place, so they are very sharp. He has his hat and his bow tie, which is actually sculpted on, and these are nail heads. These are nail heads. So I snipped the nails off, used them for here, and then took the heads and just glued them on here. Also use little nails for it. And this has a little feature as well. You can snap this back like that. Like, I don't know why it does it, but you just can. You just can snap it. It doesn't crunch forward, unfortunately, because of those extra teeth. But it does go back some. And one's actually missing right there, but it doesn't matter. It's barely noticeable. So if you had elbow rotation, which will maybe added in at some point, you could just have him like that in the dark, and his wrist is a little bit loose. You just have him like that, going, like, stood there, like, or just coming for you, like, and he's making all weird shadows on the back. That's pretty cool. So that's him. And then the final one is Springtrap, who is looking up to the sky for some reason. Hey, Springtrap, why are you looking off to the sky? I don't know. Yeah, this guy's been updated with more gory paint apps on his shoulders, his neck, and some more around his legs and all that. He has a gimmick where you can pull a helmet off and reveal purple guy underneath. The problem is that does all come off. I will do purple guy at some point, actually, just to add to along the lines of these. He was the first one built, and he is the best looking, I think. As you can see on the camera, his brass paint apps turn out a lot darker than what they actually are, but in real life they're a bit more subtle, but the camera picks them up and makes them look like they stick out like ridiculous. But they are more subtle in real life, and the brass is more faded. The camera just picks it up and the light shines off it. There's some black in there along with gory red and all that. He is very gory. Again, you should also check out, pardon me, you should check out Dutch Master. He does figures of these as well. I think I taught him my technique. It's been a while, actually, and I did a video tutorial on how to do Foxy, and I kind of taught him my technique and how to do this guy. And he's not done Springtrap yet. He's done withered Chica, withered Bonnie, Foxy, withered Foxy, an old Freddy, which isn't built the same way as this. Freddy was built before these, before he got my technique, and Nightmare. The black version of Golden Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Also, his are in a bigger scale. Mine are strictly 5-inch, just because I like 5-inch figures. I do like 8-inch figures as well, but, you know, when I think of these guys, I want to have loads of them, so I want to have 5-inch figures, because 5-inch figures take up less space. In my room, there's not much space left. But still, hopefully if I can get some metal joints, I've casted some Halo Mega Box joints, some new ones, which have rotating elbows. So hopefully, you know, this guy could end up with an elbow rotation at some point. Hopefully. But for now, he is much better than the Funko figure. The Funko figure can't even do this. In fact, no, it has no chance of doing this at all. Mine can, you see. Mine is better, its articulation. But still. Before I give you a close look at these guys, so let's just look at his head. So that's Springtrap. Let's get Freddy's arms down. That actually looks like the in-game thing, like. That's Freddy. That's with a Bonnie. Nightmare Fredbear with bits of brush bristles on him. I don't know why they're there. He's got brush bristles all over him. I think half of them caught off when I was painting the teeth. Here is Foxy. He's got a bit of paint bleed on his tooth there. I need to sort that out. And then you have Mango. Actually, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna hold it like that. Hold it like this. Pop this one off and then hold it like that. Unfortunately, some paint has worn off on this little guy. I'll have to paint it back up, and some of the paint's worn off on here. I'll have to repaint those. So yeah, thanks for looking at my thanks for just doing an overall view of these guys. And there's only like 5 of them. I do hope to do more Five Nights at Freddy's figures. I'm starting to get back to the roots of what started this figure line. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.